All right, welcome to the study of the psychology of money. This was a fantastic book. I recommend this one as well. I was wondering as I was getting into it, like, is this really going to apply to day trading? Yes. If you're a day trader, you need to understand this. So here we go. The psychology of money is this is the introduction study guide. Okay. So the greatest show on earth summary. Mr. Morgan Housel. He opens up by explaining that money is not about what you know, it's about how you behave. He sets the tone for the book. Mastering personal finances isn't about IQ, math, or data. It's about understanding human behavior, emotions, and psychology. If you've been watching any of my other videos or if you've looked at any of my other content, this is what makes or breaks traders. 100%. Okay? I was not profitable until I worked on my psychology. Okay. The introduction also highlights a central paradox of money. People can be brilliant in other areas, yet irrational when dealing with finances. Has anyone ever done this with a prop firm or with the account that you've blown and you get irrational over finances and over money and over profits and yeah. Okay? Trust me, this is going to be good. It's going to be good. Buckle in. Let's do it. All right, key themes. Behavior over knowledge. True financial success depends on habits, discipline, and emotional control, not education or sophistication. Okay? I don't care what you know. I don't care if you've had the golden strategy. I've handed a winning strategy to people and they have blown it. I have been handed a winning strategy and I blew it. Okay? It is all about what we're going to get into. Here we go. Everyone is emotional with money. We think we're logical, but money decisions often come from fear, envy, ego, and pride. Now, I've never had an issue with pride. I'm just saying. I am not a prideful trader at all. I'm kidding. For some reason, I do have an ego, and I am a prideful trader, and I have to deal with that. But fear and envy, we've all felt these things when we're day trading. This book will help you. All right. The book's goal to teach readers to how to think differently about money, not by formulas, not by but by understanding human nature. Okay, so you're not going to find like a winning strategy in this video. Okay, if you want that, you can go look at my 50 trade orb challenge. Go check that out. You can learn to trade the orb. There's a beginner section. I'm creating an advanced section for it. Whatever, it's all free. You can just go do it. That will help you find a winning strategy. And also, you can join our community. Links are down below, blah, blah, blah. It's free for the community. So, core quotes, okay? Doing well with money has little to do with how smart you are and a lot to do with how you behave. If you blow every dollar you make, I don't care if you're a double six-figure person who makes a killing, you will be broke, okay? If you save and invest and you put money away and you pretend it's not there, you will probably do well in the long term. Okay. Let's see. Financial success is not a hard science. It is a soft skill where how you behave is more important than what you know. I'm telling you, I've worked and I do one-on-ones with traders and I train traders, and what I have found is that if they're not doing well, they just want to learn more, right? They just need a new strategy. They just need to study a little bit more. They need to look at this. Maybe if I can master order flow. What if I look at exo charts? What if I'm looking at PTO charts? What if I'm this indicator, that indicator, okay? It's not about hard science. It's not about what you know, okay? It is more important about how you behave. All right. So, key takeaways: financial behavior matters more than financial knowledge. Success with money comes from patience, humility, and self awareness. My other videos, I've taught these things. They are so important. This book does an amazing job getting into this stuff. Some of this I'm going over twice in this book because it's so rich. All right. It's not a day trading book, but it's going to help you in your day trading. All right. So, let's move on. All right, you can't solely rely on numbers. You must master your mindset. All right. Sorry. I don't mean to keep beating the bush, but whatever. All right. Reflection questions. How much of your trading or financial plans depends on knowledge versus behavior? I'm telling you guys, I'm like an 80-20. Okay. I have the knowledge, I have the strategies, I even have the algorithmic capabilities. I've got it. It's behavior. How do I behave? That's what affects my profitability. All right. I was not profitable until I got that behavior under control. I'm telling you, you guys can too. Okay. If I can, you can. I know that seems weird, but I've had some serious trading behavioral issues. It's insane. All right. And I just say it's, to me, it'll be worth it if I went through all that so that way I can have this to share with people. I'll be like, okay, that makes sense why I went through it. I would rather have skipped it and just went straight to profitability, but that's not how it went with me. I struggled for years. All right. And if that's you, the free Discord down below, you can come in and talk with us and chit chat, and we'll try and point you in the right direction with stuff. All right. In what ways do emotions influence your money decisions? This is self-reflection. All right. And what would behavioral mastery look like in your trading or investing? Okay. I've gone back over the years that I've traded and I've looked at the numbers and spreadsheets. And if I could just remove my behavioral problem, I'd probably be like double 7-figure trader. Okay. I'm a profitable trader. I am not a 7-figure trader. I am still like kicking in the 6 figures. That's what it was. It was a behavioral mastery. And that's why this is what I focus on. This is what I teach. This is what I work with people. This is what I have the conversations in the mirror about, right? Is behavioral mastery. I want to say like magistrate or something, but no. Okay. So if we're going to, the introductory summary in one sentence, the foundation of financial success isn't intelligence. It's mastering your own behavior. Guys, when I've read books like The Psychology of Money, Jared Tendler's book, The Mental Game of Trading, Tom Hogard, right? Best Loser Wins, Market Wizards. This is what they talk about, especially in Market Wizards, because we're talking like hundreds of millions of dollars, right? These guys side by side would make, millions and millions and millions. And then there was 2 guys. One fell away because his behavior was out of control and he went broke. And there's some really sad stories in there. And then another wasn't, had control of his behavior and he continued to invest and continued to grow. That's the difference, right? Same thing. If you're looking at $1,000 crypto account that you're trying to day trade and make money at, there's going to be 2 people. It's going to be one that put in $1,000 and they lose it, and there's going to be one that puts in $1,000, and turns it into like $60,000 over years and years and years. All right. So that's the deal. That's how this works. Okay. It's not about intelligence. I'm telling you. If it was about intelligence, I wouldn't be making this video and I wouldn't be telling you I was profitable. Okay. Because intelligence is pretty mediocre. All right. But it's about behavior. It's about mastering that. So anyways, guys, get the book. You can actually find the book on YouTube. You can listen to it for free. That's actually what I'm doing it as well as reading it. And it's amazing. I look forward to making these. And the next video, we will get into chapter 1. See you in the next video.